shit, do I really have to do this again? Monotone. The word mono is commonly used in the context of audio, where the sound only comes from one channel. In other contexts, the word mono is used as a prefix to specify one, or single, or alone. Monotony means the state of being always the same and therefore boring. A lot of us can say our life is monotonous. No matter what we do, where we come from, we can all agree that we have had a phase in our lives where we did the same thing over and over and over and over. But Octo, why did he put Splatoon 3 in the thumbnail? That makes no sense. The entire game is like the opposite of monotonous. It's crazy. Wow! When you open up Splatoon 3 for the first time, the game has an opening sequence where you create your character, learn the controls, and then get to the game's town square. The reason I'm mentioning this is because of a 45-second sequence that a lot of people wouldn't really care about, but it hit me really hard when I watched it. Yeah, that's it. That's what hit me really hard. I know it's stupid, and the only reason I wanted to talk about this is because OMG, I do that. Video game character also doing thing that I do. Whoa! There's a reason this cutscene is in the game. To show that our new player character is traveling to the Splatlands. It's simple. It's just us on a train. What's so special about it? I travel using a train every day to go to college and back. It's the easiest form of public transportation that I have to get from home to a college that's a few kilometers away. It's the same thing over and over, the same route every day except Sundays. Get on the train, try not to die, get off, go to college, leave, come back home, do the same thing over and over and over. It's horrible. But during this cutscene, I realized something inside about this journey that I always overlooked each time. It's so normal. When you're lucky enough to get a train that isn't as packed as a can of worms, a normal train ride really just feels relaxing. The slow hum of the compartment's wheels grinding against the metal rails, the sound of nature sweeping into our ears, everything about it is just relaxing. When I saw this cutscene, it made me rethink a few things I live through that I overlook because it's a part of my monotonous routine. Public travel can really be a special experience when it's your first time, or at least if you reimagine it as your first time, if you're doing it every day. But Octa, how did the game do that? It doesn't even put any focus in the scene. Look, I don't know, man. I'm just sad, and this guy posing like a drunk hobo on the seat really made me think of home, okay? There is one indie game, however, that actually portrays the monotonous life of an office job in a very interesting manner. You're a dog. That's it. Woof woof bow bow. A Mid-Level Dog is a game jam game by AndyMan404 for the Dog Game Jam. It's a game about a middle-aged, mid-level corporate dog having a midlife crisis in a surreal dog-eat-dog world. That's what the page says. It's an incredibly simple game that's a series of mini-games that last 30 seconds that have an overarching storyline, and it's the style of these mini-games that compelled me to at least mention it in terms of how it deals with monotonous office life. They take normal everyday activities for the working class and turn it into a silly little game to make you laugh. I think the best one is the one where you have to pick your clothes out, which was transformed into the sacrificial slaughtering and feeding of wolves. Yeah, at the end of the game, we have the choice to either fire some employees to get a promotion or write our resignation letter, giving the choice to ruin others' lives for our own gain or to break free from the proverbial leash and live a life as a human rescuer. As you can see, I chose the latter. All in all, it's a silly game that was just made for laughs, but I still appreciate how it really turns some boring tasks that anyone besides me, because I'm 17 years old, I've not worked in an office yet, they can appreciate this, and they can laugh at these really dumb, funny jokes. I think we should all appreciate life in the same way. as a joke, our monotonous routine. By that, I don't mean that you shouldn't take life seriously at all. Taxes? Ha! I ain't paying them. Oops. But we should take a look closer at the things we do every day and try and appreciate the small details that we always overlook because we are doing our activities over and over. If it's an activity we do in one place all the time, like me sitting on the computer writing this script, something I can do to make it a little less boring is listening to some music of my choice while I work. Even though it will probably make my performance worse, it does help me not feel like wanting to die a slow and painful methodical death while I do my projects. I know that this advice is really not the best, and I can already imagine people writing video essays about how this video sucks and it's horrible. But I'm like 17 years old. I'm not the wise musty trees or whatever with my knowledge and wisdom. I just wanted to get some stuff off my chest, and I'm happy you watched this video. I know my upload schedule is once every 3 million years, but I hope you're excited for the next one. Now I'm gonna go off script, and I'm probably gonna make a lot of mistakes. Without experiencing bad things, you won't be able to appreciate good things happening to you. And I know this sounds dumb, I know this sounds like I'm advocating for bad things happening to people, but it's not that at all. What I'm meaning to say is, if you live a completely normal life where everything good happens to you, you won't be able to appreciate the concept of what's good because you don't know what necessarily is bad. That's why I feel there was this one book, I believe a book by Dan Brown, I think Angels and Demons was the name. At the end of the book, spoiler alert, very sorry, the guy who was evil, I'm so sorry, I don't even remember this book like very much, I don't remember who was the villain, but I remember there was one word: without evil, good can't exist without evil. And he justified it by saying the people won't be able to understand what's good, they won't be able to have hope if they don't understand what despair is. Danganronpa does this as well, but I am making a video essay on Danganronpa. 10,000 words, baby, let's go. So yeah, what I'm saying is, even though monotonous life is boring and it's not necessarily evil, it's still bad, it's still stupid, it's still not fun to have a monotonous life. But I think I appreciate that I have something like that, because when I do something that's different, like if I eat fast food, which is not something I do a lot, I have my homemade food and my parents prepare for me. I love my parents, yeah. I'm able to appreciate stuff that I don't do a lot, or different deviations from my routine, because it's different. And if I didn't know what different was, if I kept doing different things every day, I wouldn't be able to appreciate that and say, wow, this is so cool, this is so awesome, because I don't already live a life that's dumb. I know this is really bad and I should have written this down, but that's the easiest way that I can explain it to you. I know this video is also gonna be like less than 10 minutes or something, but yeah, that's it. Here's another thing I want to say before the video actually ends. I know I took a very long break from YouTube, and I promised that I would come back with a huge video, something amazing, but that did not happen. Writing the Danganronpa video essay for game 1, I was planning on doing all 4 games. The 4th game, yes, being the spin-off Ultra Despair Girls. It was really difficult, and I got to chapter 3 in game 1, and it was really difficult for me to continue. I will get that video out though. That video will be an event, it'll be a party. I'll probably be even more famous by that point because I'll be doing these smaller videos, and I am gonna be doing an actual topic sooner or later. I really wanted to get this stuff off my chest because I felt like during the holiday I had for college, and you know, looking back at college experiences, yeah, it's monotonous. It really isn't that fun. And you know, what else can I do? There's nothing that I can do. It's not my choice to just not go to college. I need a successful life. So yeah, I wrote this video as a sort of escape. I made this video as a sort of, you know, way to let go of my feelings like that, because if I did songs that were like, oh, life is so monotonous, the song itself would be monotonous. It is just, I throw together songs so quickly, it's insane. But there is something else as well. I know that my upload schedule isn't every month now, which isn't good, but I am going to be doing something. I will be uploading. I will be working on videos and stuff, but I'm not going to force myself to work on it. Because I noticed that I force myself to work on it, it isn't a good thing. I don't make good videos then. And that's not what I'm aiming to do. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, OctacoreIsAFK is back, and subscribe. I know that I'll be making better videos, and the more I practice, the more I do new things and I do more stuff, I'll be able to become better. Okay, I promise I will get a really good video out and I'll be really proud of it. This one as well, it's not a throwaway video, it's just something I wanted to try my best to see if I could write like a philosopher. Evidently, it wasn't that great, but thank you very much for listening. I love you all.
Try not to Fortnite dance challenge.
Level expert.
Also, I forgot to mention this, but there's a board game called Monotony, which is a Monopoly parody, and it relies on the stereotyping of a housewife's lifestyle for its entertainment value. In Monotony, the goal of each homemaker is to acquire more items, dust balls, grocery sacks, husbands, kids, and pets than any of the opponents. More husbands, oh my goodness. Successful homemakers may qualify during the game to wear the sacred spoon through the head. Oh my goodness gracious, that is amazing.